So today I want to get a little bit more serious with you guys, and I want to talk about something that a lot of people don't like to talk about: disability discrimination. I was recently watching a TV show called The New Normal. A guy called a Down syndrome guy retarded. The Down syndrome guy called another guy a faggot because he was gay. Basically this big fight happened and they were at the gym. The guy who called the Down syndrome guy retarded got banned from the gym, and the guy who stood up for him got banned from the gym. But the Down syndrome guy didn't get banned, even though he was calling this gay guy names and stuff like that. And the impression that it gave was that the reason he didn't get banned is because he's disabled. This is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Just because the guy had Down syndrome, he still should have got banned from the gym because he was discriminating against the person for being gay. You can be discriminating without even realising you're doing it. People do it to me every single day and they don't realise they're doing it, so I'm not taking offence to it as such, but that doesn't make it right and it doesn't make it nice. A lot of the time I'll go up to like a till or something, or if I go up to like a desk and I need to ask a question or something, and if I'm with someone, 9 times out of 10, even if I respond first, the person at the desk will talk to the person with me as if I can't talk. Like I'll say, "Excuse me, can you help me?" And they'll look at my friend and respond to my friend and be like, "Is the person blah blah blah?" Like if I ask a question, they'll be like, "How old is this person?" And they'll be like, "Well, ask her. You know, she's right there." And I'm like, "I'm right here. Like I'm talking to you. You know, it's me that's got to deal with it." People have this sort of ring around if you're in a wheelchair that, you know, you must have a mental disability. But that's really not always the case. A lot of the times that's not the case. I have no mental issues at all. Literally, I'm physically disabled, but yet you go somewhere. Like, I've been to places where people talk to me like I'm 5. They come up to you and go, "Are you okay?" And I literally just reply to them like, "Yeah, I'm fine, thanks." Like, how do you respond to that? People just assume that I've got some mental problem, that I'm not going to be able to respond to you properly, that I'm not going to be able to talk to you properly, and it makes me so... I always respond politely, I'm never rude, but inside I'm just like screaming like, "Oh my god, I am not a child, please stop talking to me like that. Fair enough, if you knew me and you knew I had a mental disability problem, then fine, but I haven't, oh my god." Seriously, it's really annoying, stop it. I remember one time, and it's actually, sadly, it's not the only time it's ever happened, but it's always stuck in my head. I was in a cafe with my mum and my nan, and we were just having breakfast, mind our own business. And this woman, she kept looking at me, and I was like, "Mum, that woman over there keeps looking at me." And she was like, "Oh, don't worry, don't worry." And I was like, "Right, fine, I'll just ignore it," and just carried on eating my breakfast. And then she came over, and I was like, right, okay, she's coming over. And she came up to me, and she was like, "Hi, how are you? How old are you?" And I was like, "Hi, I'm 23. I'm just having breakfast at the moment." And she was just like, "Oh, is this your mummy and your nanny?" I was like, "Yes, my mum and nan, yeah." And she was just talking to me like I was literally like, oh, it's really degrading. Like, why would you do that? Like, I mean, she didn't even know me. She just literally just walked straight up to me like, for no reason that I can possibly think of. And the thing is, I think a lot of the time, the problem is, people aren't aware they're doing it, and people talk to you a certain way, or when like I'm with someone and somebody talks to the person with me about me while I'm right there. It's like, I swear they don't even realise they're doing it. I wanted to make people aware of it. I mean, I'm not saying it to make people feel bad about it, but, you know, it shouldn't happen. But don't do it first. Don't just automatically assume. When it happens to me, I feel so like, oh, it just frustrates me, and I don't say anything because I don't want to be rude, but I feel like it's time to say something. Another thing that annoys me is some people are scared to use certain words around me, like walk or run. Either that, or if I say like, "Oh, I walked to the shops the other day," somebody will be like, "Well, how did you walk to the shops?" I'm like, oh, it's just an expression. Like, I've grown up my whole life in normal schools. I've never been to a disabled school. Like, it's just an expression. If I say I walked to the shops, obviously I didn't literally walk to the shops. But does that mean I shouldn't be able to say it? I mean, that's being as discriminative as not using the word at all. I mean, not using the word walk because I can't. That's discriminative. It really annoys me. Like, not many things annoy me. Like, people saying things like, I can take a joke, I'll make jokes about my wheelchair, I don't care. But literally, if you say something like, well, how did you walk there? How did you go there? Like, blah, blah, blah. That really bugs me. Just be aware of what you're saying. I'm ranting. But I feel the need to, because this is why I want to make this video, because I want people to be aware, and I want this to spread around and everyone to just treat each other equally. It's about respect. That's all it is. It's literally just about respect. People might go, oh, actually, I've done that, but I didn't realise I'd done it until now, but I'm not going to do it anymore. And that is exactly what I want to do. That is exactly the message that I want to spread. Share this video around so that everyone else can see it, because that's all I want to do. I just want to raise awareness of this situation, because it is something that people don't talk about. It is something that people probably don't even realise about. If it can raise awareness, then fabulous. I also made a blog a while ago about wheelchair access and how shockingly bad it is in the UK. Everyone says to me, isn't wheelchair access supposed to be everywhere by law? Yes. Yes it is. But it's not. It is shocking how many places don't have wheelchair access these days. I wrote an entire blog on it. If you could give that a read and share that around, that would be amazing. I'll put a link below so that you can read that. Really important to me and this video. Please share this video around, that blog around. Please give it a read. Let's just make the world a better place. Even if it's just a small little thing, it's amazing how much impact it can really have on people. I will see you next time. See ya.